What is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to teach you how to do a ground to air dribble.
Oh, hold on.
Concentration.
Kind of starting with the basics, you have to know how to do a delayed jump. So if you're not familiar with that, it's just jumping and then waiting to do a second jump, but just waiting in between the two jumps. You also want to be able to lean back after that first jump and then be able to jump again. Just comfortably get used to that. Now I will also say right now, there are two different ways of doing this ground to air dribble. The first way is actually having it on top of your car. This one, I prefer to just do double jump and then tilt upwards. All you have to do for this one is just get a little momentum, double jump, and then you got it. I'd recommend doing this one if you're dribbling the ball or if you're just closer to the net, because it's hard to keep the dribble all the way across the field. Now the second one is where the delayed jump comes into play. So you can just single jump and dribble. It is possible to do this, but it's just easier to do the double jump and then get to the ball quicker after that first touch. What I like to do is hit the ball once and then jump again into the ball for a second time. So hit and then jump again into the ball. Sometimes it makes it easier to catch, but sometimes it just gives you a little bit more loft to not have to worry about it. So some key points to notice: I'm hitting the ball almost as it comes up, and then once I hit the ball, I'm trying to get as close to the ball without hitting it before boosting. That way I can just kind of carry the ball in, you know? So in this case, you want to keep the ball just kind of next to you, try and get under it more than you're getting out behind it, all that jazz. I will also say you can do this without using ball cam. It is a personal preference. Whichever way you're better at seeing the ball, I personally use ball cam, just because it's easier for me. But if you don't like it, then you don't like it, and that's fine. It makes your vision a lot more clear of your opponents if you're not using ball cam, because you can kind of just see them all the way around. But if you have ball cam, you know, and you're going up, you don't know who's up there with you. Like, you're only looking at the ball. That is a downside of it, but it does help me dribble personally. And another thing about this, you can kind of do whatever you want. You're also able to do things like getting flip resets. That way you can kind of catch people off guard. But you want to get used to just controlling the ball in the air. That's the hardest part. And I would recommend learning how to do a fast aerial. I would recommend learning how to do a regular air dribble, because those are easier. Like, the off the wall air dribbles are just easier to do than a ground air dribble, in my opinion. It's also a lot harder to do in free play. So you can see I'm in a custom training. This particular one just has literally one ground to air dribble thing. So it may not be the best to help you practice, but I know that there are a bunch. I will find a training pack that has good ground to air dribbles, but I'll also link this one down below in the description if you want to use it. In free play, actually, you can use the launch ball, and it just sends the ball up at the start. So you can kind of get used to that. Or you can get used to ground to air dribbles by using that. But you see how I used my second jump here to boost into the ball, and then I just kind of caught it and feathered my boost all the way to the net, so I had perfect control over the ball. Another thing to note, with the dribble one, I do like to keep ball cam off, because if you dribble with ball cam on, it's nearly impossible. So just keeping it off makes it easier. And if you get used to doing it this way, then you can do regular ground to air dribbles with ball cam off. It'll just make that a lot easier. This mechanic is good for just keeping opponents on their toes, and they'll really never know what to expect. If you're good at dribbling too, which I have made a tutorial on, they won't know what to expect at all. If you can dribble the ball on the ground and also do a ground to air dribble. But you see there, it's very versatile. You can use flip resets, you can do whatever you please. Just try and get used to the rhythm of jumping into it. You may just want to get in the motions of getting the right touch, you know, like that one was a good one. If I do that, then it's a bit too low, you know. You want to try and get under the ball and then be able to keep it up. So just kind of get in the motions of hitting the ball, because that's the main starting point. hitting the ball in the right spot will determine how good your air dribble is most of the time. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other tutorials you want me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.